This is Until All Are Free. I'm your host, Preston. And I'm very excited to welcome to the podcast today a hero to me personally, and certainly a hero to anyone in the fight against human trafficking, the fight for human rights. Shyam Kamble is the India Country Director for the Exodus Road. Shyam has invested 26 years of his life in combating human trafficking in India, and he served with the Exodus Road since 2014, where Shyam has worked at both grassroots and governmental levels to bring justice and freedom to a combined 2,300 total human trafficking survivors as a result of his efforts. Shyam is, as I mentioned, a hero to me. He's someone that I look up to so deeply in this work, in the fight for human rights, in the fight for survivors and for a more free world. And when asked about the future, Shyam says, quote, "I dream of the day that no child or woman is forced into sexual exploitation. I will do everything in my power to make it happen." And as you will come to hear, Shyam is a man of his word, and he does do everything in his power to ensure that women and children are no longer living in exploitation and are in fact prevented from experiencing exploitation in the first place by moving upstream and doing preventative work and disruptive work at the grassroots levels of human trafficking exploitation in India. In light of Shyam's immense impact on the lives of the exploited and on survivors of human trafficking across India, in 2024, Shyam was actually awarded the Mother Teresa Award from the Sisters of Charity and the Harmony Foundation. And it's just one testament to the amazing person that he is and the impact that he's had on this fight. I had a chance to sit down with Shyam recently and interview him for the podcast, and I hope that you enjoy this mini episode, a mini-sode per se, this short conversation with India Country Director for the Exodus Road, Shyam Kamble. Well, I'm so excited to be sitting across from Shyam Kamble, who is the Country Director for the Exodus Road's India Foundation, is a phenomenal advocate and hero in India, and we're going to get into all the accolades that he's got. Shyam, tell me a little bit about like your journey to the Exodus Road and like how long you've been with the Exodus Road.
I have been working with Exodus Road since 2015 till today.
So 11 years now. How did you first get introduced to the work of the Exodus Road?
In 2013, Exodus Road was working with another person in India, and that person, he knew me, and they were struggling to do a rescue operation. So they requested me to support them. I went and we did the successful rescue operation, and that's how I learned about Exodus Road.
Do you remember where was that first successful rescue operation?
It was nearby Bombay. It was Kalyan, and it was on a beer bar where 22 girls were hid. And they were unconscious because there was no oxygen, proper oxygen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that was quite sad.
I've had the chance to sit across from you on multiple occasions and hear about how the fight against human trafficking is really like a lifetime calling for you. Is that true? Like, do you feel like this work, disrupting human trafficking, is a lifetime calling for you?
I think now I am 50 years old. So I just think that God is blessing and His hand is upon me and my life, and also all the rescues we do. I think this is what the best part I can do, find and free. Yeah. And I really like honoring God for this calling. So, I enjoy doing it. It's like, I feel good in my spirit.
Tell me a little bit about, for the average person who hears about this, perhaps they know a little bit about India and maybe they don't know really anything about India. Tell me about what makes the human trafficking unique in India. Like what are the common things? How does human trafficking look in India?
In India, like there are metropolitan cities like Bombay, Pune, Kolkata, Delhi. And all these metropolitans does have the red light district. There are so many brothels, Mainly girls are trafficked from Bangladesh, Nepal, and within India, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. But our fight is against the child prostitution and forced prostitution. So when we, before rescuing, we evaluate the information. If there is a violence, if there is a force, if the girl is underage, then we go and try to rescue and work towards her rehabilitation.
You know, you described these like large metropolitan cities with brothels and districts for this. How would you even go about finding someone like that is a child that's stuck in this trafficking or a forced trafficking situation?
I have been working in this field more than 25 years now, and the one of my best tool is to get information from our trustworthy informants. And I'm so blessed to have so many informants around the India, and whenever we hear about a particular minor or young girl, without delay we rush, and we think that we must snatch that victim from the fire. So we really don't waste time. Immediately we try to respond at call.
I know we had a chance to kind of sit and talk about this a little bit yesterday, but I'm curious to have you kind of share with the audience. When you think about, you know, you mentioned that often girls or women are coming from Bangladesh, West Bengal, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh. Are there common like reasons why perhaps a young girl would find herself vulnerable to this?
Particularly when we think about the victims, they are very illiterate and from the poor background, family background, and particularly in Bangladesh, Bangladesh is a poor country.
So in some cases, then it sounds like perhaps a family knows that like their young daughter is going to be engaged in this sale of sex, but it seems like the only way to survive as a family.
Particularly at Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, families are involved, but another study shows that most of these girls are not biological parents, because most of them have been kidnapped from various hospitals and raised in a brothels, and when they grow up at the early age, they have been forced into prostitution.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty frightening to think about. Does that happen a lot? That's really common?
It happens a lot. In Madhya Pradesh, there was a big police rescue operation, where 50 girls were rescued, and when their DNA was conducted, the DNA doesn't match to the parents.
Wow.
That's an evidence.
Yeah. You know, globally, a common story that we hear, we're sitting right now in Bangkok, Thailand together. And in a lot of situations that we see involving trafficking here in Thailand, and this is true globally, a young person perhaps maybe thinks that they're getting a job like in a hotel or in the hospitality industry, and it seems like a really great opportunity, but then when they arrive, what they're told is, hey, that job doesn't exist, you've incurred a debt. Does that kind of thing happen too in India?
India also, because all these victims are brought from the remote areas, and there is a attraction about cities like Bombay, because Bombay does have the film city, various actors stays there, rich people.
It seems like, you know, perhaps you can make a living and you could find a pathway to the future there.
So before coming to Bombay, they are into different mindset and mentality. But once they come into Bombay, and when they are forced, I mean, they don't have other options. Like they can't go back because this trafficker, he has a strong control on them. So on the early days of their trafficking, they are very sad and unwanted to do this. But then later on, they are seasoned, and then they just give up and take up this.
The traffickers kind of wear them down in a sense, or like break their spirits. What does it look like? You were telling me a little bit even of some cases where perhaps a young girl is really adamant, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do what the traffickers asked me to do. But you were describing even some like violence, or like, I think you used the word torture. Is that a common thing, like a way to kind of break their spirit?
I have interviewed many underage girls and victims, and they have told me the truth that what kind of level the torture was. Like, few girls were kept in a dark room 5 to 6 days without no food when they denied.
Yeah.
And I mean,
eventually it seems the only way to...
they broke up, and then they accepted that, they agreed to do that.
Yeah.
So the traffickers use different kind of tactics to break down these girls. Sometimes it's quite serious.
Yeah.
And sometimes a lot of threats and violence and abuse.
Yeah. Help me to understand, if a young girl were to end up in like a brothel like this, what does that life kind of look like? Like, what is expected of her every day? Like, how many men perhaps would she be sold to? And
when I used to be in Bombay, I had interviewed a few girls. The factor is there is more demand for a fresh and young girl into brothels. The customers really want to have sex with young girl, a minor girl, for various reasons, or maybe a shake mentality. And because there is a demand, more girls are brought, trafficked, and sold out to into the brothels. So average, if a girl is there, like if she is a 15 or 16 years old, at some brothels, when I was as an undercover, I have seen that there is a big queue for that particular victim of customers.
Wow. And
a girl had to attend 25 to 30, sometimes 40 customers in a day.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
And this is what I have been told by the victim girl itself.
And once someone is kind of in it, there's really no way out. Is that true?
India is a kind of once a girl is out of home, or if she's in the prostitution or in a brothel, it's a lifetime stigma. The parents want to get her back, just because of the community pressure, they won't allow her to come back. So where will she go?
I want to ask you about something that we see a lot kind of globally, and I wonder if it's consistent happening in India as well. We're seeing a lot of movement towards people first being contacted online for a job. Is that something that's happening, or is it kind of less that way in India?
India is using a lot of channels like YouTube and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not happening as an average in India.
Okay.
Yeah, because poor people even do not have a nice phone, like Android phone or a display phone.
Yeah.
So it's very easy for the trafficker to trick them manually than online.
Yeah. So rather than contacting them online.
There are some online websites that provide escort and sexual services.
Yeah.
But then those are kind of more of adults.
Yeah.
And less minor victims.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's not quite the same as in the US, for instance, where like a young person maybe is contacted online first. It's probably more in person. Yeah. Tell me about, there's intervention, and we can and should be doing that. So actually going in and helping police to, free young people. But there's also like prevention. What does that look like? What do you think is needed in the prevention space?
I strongly believe, prevention is better than cure. I wish if many organizations that are working on human trafficking, if they could come together and do something on prevention, educating people. If we can stop a girl or prevent a girl being trafficked, being sold, or being raped, there are higher chances for the rehabilitation process. It will be more easy.
Yeah.
and this girl do not have to face all the trauma and all this injustice.
Yeah.
There are better chances for her to continue the school or learn something and all.
Yeah.
But once a girl is forced into brothel, and if she is there for at least a year or maybe two, already 10,000 people are already raped her.
Yeah.
And then what will she do?
Right.
That's the reason prevention is very important. If we all could prevent victims, I think it's a great achievement, it's a great victory than just rescue.
Yeah. And from my mind goes to this question of how do you educate, how do you like bring awareness to people who don't necessarily have access to the internet? What does that look like? Like, what is your vision for that?
I think understanding the current trafficking situation and also the background of these victims, it reveals that most of the majority of the victims hails from particular communities, and they all come from various remote areas like Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, or maybe part of Karnataka and other. And it's very, very important. The communities need to be educated. The community awareness is important so that they will know how it is illegal, how it is seen in sight of God, and how it is illegal to sell a daughter or buy a daughter.
Yeah.
Many people do not know this, that dedicating their daughter to their blind faiths to some particular Hindus. They just think that it's an act of worship, it's act of holy, and they even do not understand that there are strict laws against this.
Yeah.
So those people need to be surely trained, educated, awareness. On the other hand, when we talk about metropolitan cities, even the traffickers, they are learned criminals. They don't know what are the laws they are breaking and how to get out of it, how to bribe.
Yeah. So they need to be prosecuted.
Yeah, they need to be
Arrested.
prosecuted.
Yeah.
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 So the remote areas, grassroots level areas need to be trained, educated.
Take me into kind of maybe a recent case in your mind, like for someone who doesn't understand perhaps what like an intervention looks like or feels like or sounds like, how would you describe it? And like, can you tell me a story?
One of our good example case, like in 2025, we rescued a Bangladeshi 15-year-old girl from Bombay brothel. This girl is a student of 9th standard grade in school, and she got less mark with the family fare. She was walking on a road with a trustful mindset, and that's how she met a lady who is into trafficking. And then she told us not to go home, but come with me, and then I'll take you to some nice location, and there you can earn or you can do good job. Under the pretext of this false promises, she brought her from Bangladesh to Kolkata.
Wow.
And then bringing her to Kolkata, she created her fake documents, and then she flew to Bombay.
Wow.
And then this girl was raped in Bombay by the take care. And then already there were 2 traffickers from Bangladesh. They were earlier booked for the same crime by Indian police.
Yeah.
So they were habitual people. In coordination with them, this girl was raped by 223 people in just 3 months.
Oh my goodness. And she was in 9th grade.
Yeah,
so
yeah. She was quite
14.
young. Yeah, yeah.
14 years old.
And so there was deception,
Yeah.
false promises,
Yeah.
and
a lot of organization, right? I mean, to procure false documents,
yeah.
get her on a plane all the
So
way to Bombay.
finally we coordinated with various people, and it was a breaking news in media for India, because a 15-year-old girl being raped by 223 is quite serious matter.
Yeah, it's quite serious.
And hence these girls come from Bangladesh. The Bangladesh High Commission got involved. They got in touch with me. I had to talk and deliver a lot of documents of this particular girl, and then they started investigating her house and the village. in Bangladesh. And finally, this girl is under the supervision of Bangladesh High Commission.
Okay.
They repatriated her.
They brought her back home.
Yeah, home. And also she is in a safe house in Bangladesh.
Okay.
And the local police also have surveillance on her.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I would imagine if it got such big news and attention that her safety and security is really important. And yeah, I can't even imagine. I mean, obviously on so many fronts, like for her to be stepping into like an aftercare process. Do you know what that looks like? Like, so she's in a safe home. Is she receiving aftercare?
I think Bangladesh High Commission is understand because there's a pressure on police department, also to the social justice department. Bangladesh High Commission is quite respected, like any high commissions.
Yeah.
So just because they're involved, I think this girl is going to be protected very well.
Yeah. Well, tell me about, I know you probably don't want to talk about it, but you've been honored with some great things. The Mother Teresa Award, influential recent award in India. Tell me about those. Like,
I mean, these awards and all are not my priorities. Though people invite me and they respect me. I think these all award events are the channels for me to reach out to the people and highlight the human trafficking issue to them. I somehow wanted even on various layers, people should know, be aware of the fight we all are fighting, and there is a dire need more people to join together against this fight. So I take in a positive way, not for name and fame, but for the opportunity to address the issue to these people.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that's probably the exact reason why you were awarded those things, Shyam, because you have dedicated your life to this issue and you use every platform and every moment as a way to invite people in to understand it better and actually make a difference. And so we joke about it, but it's really true. Like, you are like the most decorated global leader at the Exodus Road, and that's a really phenomenal thing, and it's a good and valuable thing because it's.
I am part of Exodus family.
Yeah, of
and
course.
Whatever all these awards and all, it's not just a individual achievement. It's all is dedicated to Exodus family because you all are involved in that. Directly or indirectly.
Sure, of
and
course.
you all are empowering the work which we do here in India. So thank you all.
Yeah, I mean, we're all just conduits of the good work that we do together, right? Like, Well, before we wrap up, is there anything else that you want to talk about that I haven't asked you about?
I just want to the people that are listening this, if wherever they are, if they can pray for this issue to be eliminated. And this human trafficking fight should be end. That's what the appeal I want to do everyone through your channel.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. All right, anything else?
Oh, thank you so much.
No, thank you, Shyam.
Thank you, sir.
This has been Until All Are Free. I'm your host, Preston Goff, and I want to say a special thank you to Shyam Kamble for the time spent in conversation with us for the podcast. If you want to learn more about Shyam and the work that his team is doing in India through the Exodus Road to help bring freedom to those who are experiencing exploitation every single day, you can do so by visiting theexodusroad.com. And if you just go to the search bar and type in India, it's going to pull up all sorts of stories and educational articles and even video interviews with Shyam that will allow you to get a sense for who he is and what makes this work that this team pushes forward so extraordinary. Well, Until All Are Free is a podcast by the Exodus Road. We're a global anti-human trafficking organization with a vision for a world where no human is ever bought, sold, or exploited. And hey, I have a big vision for where Until All Are Free is headed. I'm so excited that you're here with us, but we need more like-minded people and listeners just like you to help grow this community so that we can propel this work and this storytelling to where I want to see it go. If that's something that you're willing to step in and help me with, will you do a few things? Will you consider leaving a review on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts? Reviews really help us to be discovered. The other thing that you can do is just pick your favorite episode and share it with someone that you know, someone who cares about seeing the world made more free, more just like you. It'll only take like 30 seconds, I promise you. If you just go scroll through, you're already in the feed, pick one that you like, send a text to somebody who's in your community, in your sphere of influence, and you're gonna help us grow the ears that are listening to this work and the advocates that are out there saying, hey, we wanna see a world made more free and more just. And then the last thing that you can do is come and join us on social media. We're growing a community in these spaces where we know that there's so many ears, so many people that are out there that are looking for this kind of content, this kind of community, and we want to help be introduced to them. By following us and amplifying our work there, you help us to do that very thing. And hey, I want to say, if you do any of those things, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for believing in this. Thank you for helping to make Until All Are Free exactly what it is. Until next time, thanks for listening.